sure. Hello.
Got anybody on here yet?
So usually a little bit of a delay. Hope everybody's doing great on this Labor Day weekend. I guess it is Labor Day.
Yeah, Labor Day.
Yep.
Here in the U.S. anyway.
It is indeed.
So, sorry if you guys hear some things. Our four-leggeds are out tonight, so.
Yeah, we're leaving them all out with us tonight. Well, here we go. There's somebody. Mary Ellen. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Everybody. Yeah, there must have been there's like a minute delay. Sorry about that, guys. Hey, Chris, how are you? Hey, Laura. Traveling with Nick P. Glad I went to Colorado when I did. A wildfire has now shut down most of the Rocky Mountain National Park. I know. And they're going to get a snow. Yeah, we've actually got friends who live out there. And then Trace actually has a cousin and who lives out there. And yeah, they're calling for snow already, which is crazy. Who else we got? Uh-oh. Video is blurry.
Video is blurry. Well, it could be our Wi-Fi. We were having some issues earlier.
Is it blurry to anybody else? It may have just
corrected itself.
Does that look better?
I hope so.
All right, Michelle, hello. Who else we got?
We've got, is it Deirdre? May? Deirdre?
Amanda, hello. Amanda. It is blurry. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Hello, Julie in Phoenix. Hey, Eric, how are you? It's blurry. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's blurry here too. Not sure.
Let me see. Let me go to settings and see what I can do here.
Yeah, give us
Hold on just a second, guys. Sorry. See if that did that change anything?
Yeah, let us know if that looks any better.
What is that?
Trophius.
Trophius, 1971.
Thank you. Glad you could make it.
Welcome.
Glad you enjoy them.
Did that fix the blur at all, you guys?
Or make it worse?
Let me go
see our connection.
What was a bit better. Let me just go tell her to make sure she's on.
Yeah. We're gonna check with the daughter and make sure looks very slightly better, still not great. Make sure she's not streaming something or hello, Lori. So yeah, in case you missed it, we just said happy Labor Day to those here in the U.S. Hope you've had a great weekend. And yeah, Laura, I guess it probably wasn't your eyes because a lot of people are saying that it's blurry. Lori said.
Oh, well, Laura was the one who said it was her eyes.
Yeah. Hello, Scorpio Sue.
Hey, Sue.
I'm glad y'all could make it on this Labor Day.
Yes. I got my daughter off of streaming, so maybe it'll get better.
Hopefully.
I don't really know what other settings, but that may be a great segue into some of the stuff we wanted to tell you guys. So we've got some exciting announcements.
We do.
And one of them, I'll just kind of go out of order here. We're actually making a more formal studio area in our house, which means better cameras. Because right now we're just streaming from the laptop.
Yep.
And you know what? That may be part of the problem. Hold on. Because you weren't. That's part of the problem. Let's do this. Let's see. 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 Let's see
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's see if that's any better.
Anyway, so we're working on the studio. So we're going to use, we're going to have a different camera set up because right now we are working off just what's in the laptop, including better microphone, better camera, and
different little scenery.
Yeah, different scenery. So, so hopefully, that'll improve all that. And I don't know, you guys now, I think it's had time I had to shut down one of the processes.
That's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Yay.
I think it was your laptop.
Probably.
Let me go back. I'm going to go back, guys, if you give me just a second here. And go back to settings on this and try and bring this back up and see if that does anything.
That looks better.
Is that still okay? So, and I guess Nick and Laura are tons better. There we go.
There we go. Now we're on it.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, so we are, and the reason we're doing that, so we're going to go out of order. We are going to start doing a live stream on Sundays as well. It's actually going to be a podcast on Sunday mornings. It's going to be 15 minutes, but it's going to be video, on YouTube live, as well as a podcast that'll be on, everywhere you listen to podcasts. And we're going to call it Sunday Snippets. It's going to be about 15 minutes long. And you want to tell them kind of.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to kind of talk about travel news, tips, possibly do some interviews, some Q&As, just kind of a little bit of everything, revolving around travel, and because that's what we like to do. And you all are here, so I'm assuming that's what you like to hear about. So
yeah, so we just wanted to do a different, a different little format for that. So trying to get all that set up, which should definitely make a difference in audio as well as video for us.
Yeah.
I mean, since, it looks like we're all here, at least those of us who are American, doesn't look like most of us are going to be going anywhere. So we figured we'd go ahead and get it going.
Yeah.
Hey, Thomas, how are you? Speaking of travel news, Thomas has been full of news on Facebook. He's been sharing all kinds of links lately.
Yep.
So I appreciate that, Thomas. So we wanted to let you guys know that we are going to be doing a couple of giveaways throughout this live stream. Thank you, Lori. They are going to be based on our past videos. So hopefully you have watched those.
Hopefully you're going to do your homework.
And, make sure you're subscribed, because we have found out that we actually have about 4 times the amount of regular viewers than we do subscribers. So, sounds awesome. Gen X Travelers. FTW. What does FTW mean? For the win. For the win, I think. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to be, doing a couple of giveaways. Make sure you're subscribed. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. The other thing that, as we've been trying to kind of dig into this a little bit more, we did not know this, but YouTube, even if you're subscribed for channels, smaller channels like us, they don't always show up in your feed. So make sure you hit the notification. I know sometimes they can get annoying. I've got several subscriptions that I don't have set on notifications. And I didn't really realize it was a challenge, because with the bigger channels that we all watch, like, Mark's channel, and I know some of us watch Karen Nate, Endless Adventure, Drew Binsky. I mean, those are all big enough that you're going to get notified. But for us, we don't. We're not always going to show up. So please subscribe, and please hit the notification bell.
Yep. And that like button.
And yes, so we appreciate that.
Getting that out of the way.
Yeah. So anyway, Trace is super excited this week.
I am.
I would have just not done something so divisive as Trace decided to do and wear her shirt this week, in case you guys can't tell.
Yes, but it is football season, which is my favorite.
It is her favorite. And hey, Darian, how are you? So Trace is super excited about that. I don't know if anybody else are NFL fans, and but it is the start of the season, and As many of you know, I'm from Tennessee. Trace lived there for 22 years. Yeah. And so we are Titans fans. Yep. We're also Colts fans because we live in Indy. We're fans of a lot. My daughter is actually a Kansas City fan. So, you know, we're sort of across the board here.
But we don't have anything against Kansas City either. So.
Oh, no. We like Kansas City.
Unless they're playing the Titans, then that's a different story.
Yeah. And then it's really hard if the Titans and the Colts are playing.
Yeah, it is very hard. You know, you just...
Well, it's not hard for me.
You just cheer on the offense. That's the way I look at it.
Whoever has the ball.
Yeah.
So anyway, football, that's exciting. And we do, guys, we have been super, super busy with both stuff for the channel and our website and the brand. Eric B is saying football season is the best. Although Eric from Facebook, it looks like you're a huge sports fan all the way around. Mary Ellen says tighten up. Yep.
Lance Smith.
I don't know Lance Smith.
I've heard the name.
Oh, is it maybe one of the announcers? Is that what she means?
Yeah, you know what? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because it was for a while. I can't even think of his name. If you wouldn't ask Mary Ellen, I probably can.
Mike Keith.
Yeah, Mike Keith does a lot of it. So anyway.
And Thomas is a Packers fan. So any update on Tracy's knee situation? Yep. So
well, all the way around, as you all know, we were in Nashville last week. Well, the past 2 weeks, really. And I had to have another MRI on my left leg because it wasn't getting any better. So good news is no surgery at all on either knee. I don't know if it's really bad news, but I did find out the other reason the other knee isn't getting any better is because I have a second fracture on the other side. So two fractures in one knee, and then I have one fracture in my right knee, which is actually better and getting better. So got another cortisone shot in the knee, and I have to do physical therapy for 6 weeks to try and strengthen up the muscles around my knee and all that, because I guess, have weak knees. So,
So we're going to be around for 6 weeks.
Yeah, and that's it. But I appreciate everybody's concern. I mean, as you can see, we are kind of sitting in our regular area now.
She's graduated from the lazy boy.
Yeah, no crutches, so braces here and there, but other than that, hanging in there.
Yep. So thank you guys for asking and for everybody.
Thank you so
much. Showing the love on that.
Yeah.
She's definitely on the mend.
Yep.
They also said moist heat, and we have a hot tub, which is great because now, at least right now, the weather here has been nice. That it's cool in the evenings. Yeah. So it'll be good for you to get out and do that a little bit.
Yeah.
So fractures in both. Yeah.
Yeah.
All from trying to start exercising.
Get healthy. Yeah. So did we say hi to Jennifer?
No,
Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yep. So anyway, we did that, and then also I think I've mentioned it a couple of times because we've missed some live streams with some of our other friends. We had some family stuff going on, so we actually ended up in the middle of the Tennessee trip. We went to North Georgia. Tracy has an aunt who has cancer and is now on hospice. So we went and made a trip down there.
Yep.
And that's just rough. It's rough for the family. So I think we ended up driving home from there Saturday night. We got home around 12:30 or something. So it's just been a lot going on. But in addition to the personal stuff, the channel, we're gonna go ahead and give you some of our other channel news, I think. No idea.
It's coming from outside.
Yep. We are getting a new logo. So this logo is not going to be here anymore. Neither is if you've seen the round globe one, we're kind of revamping all of it.
Yep.
So new logo's coming. It's ready. So you guys will probably start seeing that this week or next week at the latest.
We wanted to go with something a little bit more simple,
Well, yeah. I mean, one of the things is that we do have merch starting to come out, and we're working on that right now. And our logos just weren't super. They just didn't look good on certain things, or you couldn't do them on certain things. So changing that up to make it a little more simple. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, that is bad, but
also, yes, it was great news about the knees. So thank you.
In addition to the logo, let's talk about what else we got going on, because I know they want to hear other stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, as she said, we do have merch coming out, hopefully by next week. And, you know, just lots of cool stuff. We're still trying to figure out exactly what we're going to put out there for the merch, but be on the lookout for it, because, yeah, we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, and we've decided, you know, a lot. I don't know how much you guys know. I mean, some of you have channels. I don't know, you know, what you guys know, but once you get a certain size, you know, you can have the merch shelf and all that on YouTube. And they have a lot of different places you can get merch from to have that shelf. You can't do it everywhere, but certain places. And most people go with Teespring. So we chose not to do that because we don't have as much control over price that way, or quality, or sizing. So, or shipping, because a lot of times you can only ship domestically. Mm-hmm. So we're going a totally different route. So hopefully some of our merch will be different than most of what you've seen. We will have larger sizes because, you know, I know that struggle is real for larger people. And so, you know, we want to have different stuff. We want to have different sizes. We want to have better quality, better pricing, and be able to ship everywhere. Yeah. So that's coming. You'll see all that. We're also in the middle of revamping our website and hoping that'll be ready. We're targeting October 1st. Yeah. We're targeting for the podcast September 27th. We're hoping we can launch it that day.
And we're hoping that, you know, 10 Eastern on Sundays will kind of
how does that work? How does that work for you guys? You know, again, these are going to be 15 minutes. So, and they're going to obviously be available on replay and podcast, but we want to be live as well. So we can talk to everybody. So, I mean, is that a good time?
Yep. Because most of you are regulars here. So we're hoping to see you there.
Yeah. Thomas says good for the larger size. Jennifer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a good time? You know, I don't know, weekends. And right now it's, you know, what can we do? I mean, there's just, we don't know, you know, nobody's traveling. Hey, Gabe, how are you? And Lori says, great for California time. Scorpio Sue says she's an early bird. Good. And Gabe's going to be on for a minute. That's good.
Okay, good. Well, glad you can make it, even for a little bit.
So one of the things, and I know you guys want to get into just, you know, chatting about other stuff, and I don't want this to be just a whatever, but we wanted to tell you guys because we are excited. Yeah. We are really, really, really close to being able to have memberships as well, which you have to be a certain size, you know, and have a certain number of hours. We have enough subscribers, but we need view time. So if you guys will just please make sure you're watching our videos.
Yeah, watch our videos.
Because we are this close, and once we get those hours, we can do memberships, and we've got a lot of fun things as benefits for that plan. So we're really excited to get there.
Yeah.
And also, if I didn't say this, on the podcast, we're going to be doing a giveaway on every podcast. It may be merch, it may be gift cards, it may be a lot of different things, but we are going to do that every Sunday. We're going to have some kind of giveaway. Additionally, we are considering changing Monday nights to another night. We're looking at perhaps Wednesdays, depending on what Mark and Jocelyn do. They haven't been doing every Wednesday, or Thursdays, depending on what Liz it means to travel. For those of you who watch them, I don't know what they're going to do when she's in the UK. Yeah. So, you know, we're trying to figure out, just to kind of spread it out. We don't really want to do, you know, Sunday and then Monday.
Yeah.
Gabe says Friday night, maybe. Chris says, I'm off work this week and we'll go back. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and guys, just let it play in the background. We don't just play it.
Although,
yeah, if you want to
win something,
you need to watch the videos.
Watch the videos.
That's right. That's right. And we do have bigger prizes that we already have. And I've told you guys we were going to do the 150K view giveaway. We have to have our website ready to do that because that's going to be a little more in-depth processes and a more formal process, just because they are nicer prizes and we're going to have a window for that. So we need the website done before we can do that.
Yep. But we haven't forgotten about it.
There's a chance we'll be at 175K views by then too. So we may have several big prizes. So that's still coming.
Yep.
So, all right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and start with the first one.
Okay.
And do you have the?
No, I gave it to you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. So everybody knows what this is, and right now, we can't really travel, but who doesn't like to buy stuff on Amazon?
Right.
So Amazon gift card, prize number one.
You might want to get a pen and paper.
No, they don't get a pen and paper. All right, here is and by the way, we're gonna whoever answers this it's a 2 questions. Whoever gets both questions and gets the right answer to both of them first wins. So, and there is a slight delay, so we'll probably ask the question and then have to wait.
Yeah.
Amanda says she's working her way through videos. Mary Ellen says watch some videos. Good. When you watch videos, the volume has to be up or it doesn't count. I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Thank you.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick. How are you? Michelle says newer to your channel. Still have something to watch. Lori says I'm a slow typer. That's all right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all now. For those of you who have been with us, type it on the comments, Mary Ellen. For those of you who have been with us and really helped us, get the channel off the ground. Once the merch is ready, we're actually thinking of doing some stuff for you guys as well. So, so, and Lori, you're definitely one of those. So,
I think we gotta
be ELO. I don't know what ELO. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
All right. Question number 1, and this would be, you would have needed to watch our previous videos. Question number 1, and I'm going to give you both questions. Where did we spend Tracy's last birthday? What city? That's number 1. The second question is, where were we when a bird pooped on me? So if anybody knows the answer to both of those or wants to guess, you will win an Amazon gift card. Florence. Okay.
Okay, there's 2 questions.
Yep. Got a second question. Where did the bird poop on me? And ooh, okay. So you got to give us both answers at the same time.
Yeah.
Nope. Amanda, close, but no.
Oh, this is kind of fun.
This is fun.
See if y'all were really paying attention.
Chris got it. Yep.
Florence in London.
Yep. That's don't know bird poop. That's okay, Jennifer. I can visualize it. Yes. So we were in London. I was at it was actually Camden Market, but that whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Just London.
Yeah.
So Chris, if you, I don't know if you're on Instagram, you can DM me us there. If not, you can. I'm going to type in my email because I need your email address to send it to you. It'll be, electronic. That's just the easier way to do that. Did I spelled it right?
Looks like it.
Okay. Okay, so yep. So Florence and London, that was absolutely correct.
Yes.
And we do have another question.
We do have.
But we're gonna wait till later. To talk about that. So you're on Instagram. Okay. If you just will send us, we're gallivanting.gals on Instagram. You can just DM me us there, or you can use the email address I just put up to email me and give me your email address so that I can send that to you. What's Mr. Blonde doing?
I don't know. Oh, he says.
And Nick says, I actually did not know the answer to this, but that has happened to me twice. Once in Orlando and once in Athens. Yeah, Nick, it's okay that you didn't know it, but yeah, we spent Tracey. Florence is actually one of Tracey's favorite cities, and so we were there for her birthday last year, and then we were in Camden Market, and stupid me, we sat on a little bench thing around a tree, and
there it went.
Yep. But I was a lot better off than the guy behind us or beside us. So
yeah,
it pooped right here on me, but it was fall, so we had wet wipes with us. This was even before COVID, but we always take wipes with us. So I was able to clean it up and just kind of zip up my jacket. The guy behind us had a hoodie on, and I looked and I saw it in his hoodie, and then he felt that it was on his neck too. Yeah, and it's just kind of all over.
We gave him a wet wipe.
We did. Any thoughts on traveling after 6 weeks? So, Sue, we are, yes. All depending on what's going on. I mean, everybody's saying that, it just depends, right? If it's safe to travel and go places, we will. The couple of places that we have in mind right now, we never made it to Savannah earlier this summer. So we do think we're going to go to Savannah.
Yep.
And then we actually think we're going to go do maybe part of the Blue Ridge Parkway, Shenandoah Valley, Shenandoah National Park. And sorry, we've got dogs.
Like I said, our four-legged are out tonight, so they're all kind of.
Yeah. Asheville, maybe the Biltmore, at least the grounds. I don't know that we would do the inside right now. It just kind of depends. And then, around the Blue Ridge and Shenandoah Valley for, the fall foliage. Because, I mean, right now, like we would love to go up to Maine and New Hampshire, Vermont again, but we can't.
Yeah.
So that's kind of off limits. And then we thought about doing the Upper Peninsula, which we had talked about this summer. But part of the foliage there, I know will have actually already peaked by the time Trace is done with her therapy. So those are what we have in mind right now. I mean, we talked about out west, but I'll be honest. I mean, because of the weather, we haven't done a lot of the more northern Utah, or even like the Glacier National Park, Yellowstone, all of those. And we're going to get too close to snow for that. We've done like Arizona, the Grand Canyon, and New Mexico and all that. And I think you're going to end up seeing a lot of content from that area this fall from a lot of other travel vloggers, US-based travel vloggers, because they're not going to travel in the snow in the RVs. Yeah. So, and we've done that. Yeah. So that's what we're looking at.
We're trying to figure that out, and I'm hoping. And I saw Mary Ellen's after 6 weeks. In case you missed it, I have therapy.
Her physical therapy.
My physical therapy for 6 weeks. So we're kind of having to stay close to home, but yeah, we're trying to come up with things, and hopefully it won't take 6 weeks. So
and Nashville, we still have not done all of our Nashville videos yet, so we've got to do that.
And every time we think we're gonna do it, they have another
outbreak, and we've had other stuff going on. Yeah. So, and some things have opened and then shut back down, and then open, and So depending on what's open, I mean, we may do Chicago even, depending on what that's like.
It's going there.
So it'll be a little bit closer to Indiana than going all the way out west right now. there's a chance we're going to go to Tampa as well to visit Tracy's cousin. So that's kind of it for right now. But we still have a ton of content from past trips. We've got, Northern Ireland, Ireland. We've got. Did we do any more of the UK? No, we just finished the UK.
Yeah, we just finished the UK.
And I think do we have any from Scotland? Maybe
a little, but was.
Yeah. But we've got plenty of content out there, guys. So you'll still see all that. Lori says prices are looking good. Let me see. Yeah, sorry guys. We had to skip. Any thoughts on traveling? I will go to the US soon, hopefully, Mr. Blonde. I hope so, but
bird poop does equal good luck.
That's what we've heard. That's what we've heard. So yeah, Mr. Blonde, I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be next year, before our borders open. Chris says, I want to go back to Florence. I was only there for a day on a week-long trip to Italy. Yeah,
Florence is awesome.
Yeah, we love Florence, and we've got quite a few videos from Florence. But one of them, we did a video of our apartment that we rented, and it was really, really reasonable. And it was like, just overlooking the Duomo, and it was just a perfect spot. So, yeah. And let's see. Nick said, first time I was in Orlando, it was right on my head, and I had to I had to walk 15 minutes to get home and wash it off. In Athens, it was winter and just something. Yeah. Well, so Trace actually had a bird poop on her foot in Tahiti. Yeah.
I was trying to sunbathe on our deck, and I was just like laying there. Yeah, and this bird just pooped on my foot.
But all she had to do was get up and rinse it off in the ocean, so it was okay. Yeah. Jennifer says, I'm in Atlanta. Savannah is great in October and November. Yes. And we were supposed to go there earlier this year and then had some things come up, Jennifer. I don't know if that's BTGUD or BT. Yeah. I went to Croatia a couple of weeks ago in Europe. Dubrovnik. Yes. Oh my gosh. So that's really, really high on our list. Yeah. We really, really want to go to Croatia. And we were Game of Thrones fans.
Yep.
So, yeah, so it sounds exciting. So you must not be, well, I don't know. Croatia was letting U.S. citizens in, even without a test, but I think now you have to test to go in there. Lori says her next trip might be to Italy, Vienna, Prague, and Hungary. Yeah, so we've been to Vienna. We've been several places in Italy. Prague is definitely on our list, as is Hungary. That's actually part of the trip we think we're going to take with my daughter for her graduation from college that includes Greece. So we have not made any plans yet. Our challenge, because Lori says prices are looking good.
Yeah.
And I know we talk about this every time, but we were on our Northern Lights trip and when all this hit. And so, you can go anytime, but they say supposedly around the equinoxes. So around, September and March seem to be really good times to higher chances of seeing the lights. So we really, we could schedule something for then. I'm just not convinced that by March we're going to be able to go to Finland, Norway, and Iceland and all that. So I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to go ahead and plan something, obviously, that's refundable. We honestly haven't gotten that far. I've been so focused on what in the world we could do now. I was losing my mind for a while, but I've kind of calmed down. I've been keeping busy, as you guys heard. So as long as I can keep myself busy, I'm good. So, yeah. But we may, as soon as we do have something planned, we'll certainly let you guys go. No. And then Mary Ellen and Jennifer are talking about Atlanta. Thomas is going to the Upper Peninsula in a couple of weeks. Where all are you going, Thomas?
Yeah.
I've never been. Well, you've never been.
No, I've never been.
I've never been. So really looking forward to that. You're talking about where they are. Who does the editing? I'm curious. So Scorpio Sue, we had somebody that we were paying to do our editing, just so we could turn stuff around quicker because neither one of us knew a thing about editing at all, like at all. So really, you haven't seen anything yet that has been 100% us. London, the person we had editing for us did those, and then Tracey went back and made some tweaks. But as far as 100% us,
except for some of the talking head.
Yeah, some of the ones where we're just here talking as far as actual travel. So Tracey does the editing, but you really haven't seen her full editing skill set yet. But it's improving.
Yeah,
we're new. I mean, we're new to all of it, guys. So we're just trying to.
If you know anything about it, give me some hints.
Trying to get there. We know we've had some audio challenges, so we're really.
And a lot of that just has to do with the microphone we were using and.
Yeah, so we're trying to get all of that worked out so that it's better.
Yeah.
Mr. Blonde says, I hope you can get 2K subs soon. I do too, Gabe. I do too.
We do too. We've kind of been in kind of this slump.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Thomas says there's talk of Indiana ending up on Chicago quarantine list. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Unfortunately. Nick said he would definitely go back to Florence. Yeah, for sure.
They're talking.
What's taco? What are they talking about?
They're
taco?
Talking about where they live.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Blonde's been to Dubrovnik. I can't ever say that right. Lori's been there. Just don't bring kids to Croatia. Really? So that's interesting. We didn't know that. Now Lori's saying Croatia's safe. Nick P has been to the UP and Upper Peninsula, and it's definitely so beautiful. Are you able to monetize your content? Gabe, we are not yet. We've got to have, we're very close. We've got plenty of subs. It's just about the watch time hours, and we're pretty close. So, go binge watch all our videos.
That's right.
Help us out.
Then you'll know the answers to the question.
That's right. Jennifer says she's planned so many dream trips during this time stuck at home. Oh, I know. I know. I mean, I have probably 10 different trips planned. Amanda says, I'm from Michigan, very beautiful state. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's close.
Yep.
We just haven't done it.
No.
Scorpio Sue says she likes the London videos.
Good.
So yeah, so good. You could start a GoFundMe for equipment. Gabe, we're good. I think we've got what we need, and but yeah, I mean, we would like to be able to monetize and do some things there.
Yeah.
Really just to be able to get membership and some other perks we can do. Yeah. Robin says hi from Vegas. Hello. Oh, Robin, I bet it's still very hot there.
Yeah. Jamie, Amtrak Travel.
Hey, hello. Jamie, how are you? Mackinac, Allen, Sault Ste. Marie, and Marquette. Yes. So those are all on our list, Thomas. So that's awesome. Have a great time. Hopefully you post lots of pictures.
Yeah.
Mary Ellen says the quarantine list here is so long in Connecticut. I know. Eric is saying he has to learn to edit on the computer. All of my editing has been done on my phone, editing the easy way. Yeah. So we use Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
And it's, Trace. Well, where did you take that class?
Through, what was the name of that?
Udemy? Yeah. Is that what's called?
Yeah. Udemy.
She bought a class, and then really just YouTube.
Yeah.
You spent hours watching videos and just playing around with it.
Yeah. Because the biggest issue really is the audio for me anyway. And so, of course, like I said, we're looking into different microphones and trying to get that all worked out. But it's basically the audio that's usually the toughest piece as far as, making sure the background noise and all that fun stuff. So, but it's actually pretty simple once you get in there and actually do it.
Yeah.
It seems like a lot at first. I felt a little overwhelmed, but.
She is more patient than I am, in case you guys haven't figured that out yet. And I knew I wouldn't, you've got to be very precise with that. And that's not my.
Yeah, she doesn't have the patience for that.
So Scorpio Sue says, I'd love videos on planning trips, how far out, how you research. So that's great. Sue, very glad to hear that, because we do have some of those coming as well.
Yep.
And some of that'll be on the podcast as well, which will be live streams. Yep. So, and if we have time in those, we're going to answer questions as well and all that. But we've got quite a few of those kinds of videos planned as well. Obviously, without as much travel, you kind of have to mix it up a little bit. Yep. So definitely doing that, how planning trips, how to figure out where to stay.
Any kind of travel news,
Yeah. Mr. Blonde says quarantine is great for daydreaming. Nick says it's crazy. It's almost birthday time. Weird to think November's right around the corner. Oh, so okay. Nick, you got your birthday coming up.
Yep.
Chicago quarantine list comes out Tuesday. I'll be watching all your videos. Love your channel. Thank you so much. Jamie, it looks like, and I know you got on late, it does look like we're going to be here. Tracey has to have physical therapy here. The thing that's very questionable right now, Jamie, is Trace has an aunt in Georgia who is at home on hospice. And so obviously, we need to do what we need to do for the family, depending on when that comes. But I will definitely stay in touch and let you know. But right now we are planning on being here. And I know I saw your last message, but we were actually in Georgia with our aunt when it came in. So we'll stay in touch on that. That's okay, Nick. Yep. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Gabe's leaving. See you later, Gabe. Lori is, I know. I mean, this year, it seems like it's been so long because we haven't been able to travel, but at the same time, it just keeps getting later. It just keeps going back quicker and quicker and quicker. Yeah. Eric is saying he may be going to Chicago later this year. So and we may, it's a 3-hour drive for us.
Yeah. It's not like, it's that far. We actually, if you think about it, there's a lot of things around us. We just
haven't really done them. Frost Element. I have to say, some artsy minimal packing videos. I have some. Take a look. Glad to see you all live. Okay. Good. All right. Prayers for your aunt, Tracey.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
So I will say one thing that really, we're trying to just not even talk about COVID, but I don't know how we cannot, just around travel right now. We felt pretty comfortable traveling. As you guys know, we've been back and forth to Nashville and did some other trips. And of course we wear our mask and have our hand sanitizer, and we have Lysol spray, and we spray all the high touch points and hotels and whatever. But we had a little bit of a bad experience this trip.
We did.
And it was really frustrating and disappointing. Mm-hmm. And so we were in Nashville. We stayed in a hotel in Franklin, because that's where our doctors are. So it's a different county than Nashville. And they don't have a mask mandate now as long as you're 6 feet apart. However, we were staying, this was an IHG branded hotel. So IHG owns, Holiday Inn, Intercontinental, Candlewood Suites, Indigo.
Do they own Staybridge?
No, I think that's Marriott.
That might be Marriott.
Kempton is part of IHG. Anyway, so we were staying in an IHG branded hotel, and there were signs all over the place on entrance, mask required in all public areas, all of the IHG clean promise and all those things. So one morning, we were drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. We had gone to get coffee. Mm-hmm. And I had to go back up to the room for something. And I came back down, and I passed 2 workers, the person cleaning the rooms and then the maintenance worker, both in a hallway that's not 6 feet wide. neither one had mask on. So now, you're thinking, okay, the person cleaning my room isn't wearing a mask. That's kind of not great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the maintenance worker. And then I saw other workers. And so I asked to talk to the manager just to understand what was going on, because there's signs saying you require this. That's what IHG says. That's their thing on their website.
Their promise.
And we're like the highest level, whatever, with IHG, their membership thing. So when the girl called the manager over, he comes walking over, and guess what? No mask. And he got probably within 3 feet of me.
Yeah.
I had my mask on, and I asked him, I'm like, what's going on? And well, Williamson County, if we're 6 feet apart, I'm like, we're not 6 feet apart right now. And then he tried to tell me we weren't. And then I asked about the sign, and I'm just like, I just need to understand. I mean, people make these reservations based on, all these promises that are made, and it seems that you're not following what they're saying. And I told him, I'm like, you've got signs up that say we require it. Well, Williamson County doesn't require it. So we did send an email.
Yep.
And
we got a response.
From corporate, we got a response.
We got a response from corporate, and they told us that we should be hearing from, I guess the hotel within the next 24 hours. Well, lo and behold, we heard back from the same manager that we spoke to. And in that email, it's all about striving to do their best and, all that. But in the email, he specifically said, and we will be following the rules.
The IHG protocols.
IHG protocol for masks.
Going forward.
So we're thinking that maybe, but we did see another couple as we were leaving the hotel.
Taking pictures of
the sign because they were concerned about the same thing. Yeah. So
that was disappointing, and
the room was still clean, and it was good, but it was just kind of.
It was, and of course you don't have daily, at least anywhere we've stayed, we haven't had daily cleaning. So it's, they're only in there before you check in, but depending on how long they've been in, how long it's been. It's just, you pick out stuff based on how it's supposed to be. And that was not real fun.
No.
But anyway, Lori's saying, don't think I will go to Chicago with all the shooting. It scares me more than California, where I live. So there's a couple of places that we're a little leery of traveling right now. And I don't know, there's just a lot of unrest for a lot of different reasons right now. And, the election's getting closer, so that could increase. And obviously we're not gonna get in the middle of any of that. So we're just kind of keeping our eye on things in terms of traveling domestically. So Mary Ellen says corporate policy should be followed locally. Absolutely. Yes. Call them out for not. We did, Lori.
Yep, we did.
And Scorpio Sue is saying the shootings. That's right, because Sue's in Illinois, isn't she? Yeah. The shootings are happening in depressed areas of Chicago. I have family that live in the Chicago and feel safe. Other crime is down. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Thomas says, I think Hilton is doing a better job. Probably, Thomas. We are, because we do a lot with points and miles. So we do IHG and Marriott mainly, and then occasionally Hyatt. Yeah. Those are kind of our three, and Hyatt's a very far third. Not that we've never stayed at Hilton's. It's just not where we've built up our points. But I do know that Hilton's got the, their clean promise and the seal on the doors and all of that. We've been happy with every Marriott facility we've stayed at while we've been traveling. Had no issues there, but yeah. And so let's see. Amanda says, recently watched Rome videos. Do you recommend hotel or Airbnb outside the city or near the city? So in Rome, we have always rented an apartment. And I actually think we went through booking.com. We might have gone through like VRBO. We did not go through Airbnb. But I think we went through booking.com on both of them. that we've done recently.
Well, you would know.
Yeah.
She does all that.
We stay in the city. I mean, we like to be, I think one of the beauties of, most cities in Europe, but particularly Rome, is just to walk these, they just have these winding, cobblestone streets that are, sometimes barely wide enough for cars, and then all kinds of random alleys. I mean, those have been some of our absolute best experiences. Mm-hmm. So we have almost always traditionally stayed in the Piazza Navona area in Rome. You can walk to the Pantheon. You can walk, got Piazza Navona. You could walk to Vatican if you wanted to. There's a taxi stand there if you want to take a taxi.
Of course, there's all kinds of restaurants and shops.
Tons of restaurants. It's not that close to the Coliseum. I mean, I guess it depends on how much you walk and if you're, a big walker or not. But we just really like that area. So that's where we've always stayed. Yep. Twitter shaming works wonders. So what's interesting is literally the day before IHG Rewards, what's it called? IHG Rewards Club, had reached out to us to do some social media with them, which is great. I mean, we're excited about that, and we will probably still do that. And that was actually more of my conversation. I wasn't really going to say anything, but that was more of my conversation with the managers. Look, we've been asked to do this. And, part of it's going to be around our travel experiences with IHG and how the protocols have been followed. And he really just did not care.
He didn't.
And so, So we actually did go back to our contact on that side as well. And that's why we're pretty sure that he probably had a conversation that wasn't great. Yeah. So they're talking about nice areas in Chicago. Lori doesn't use big name brand hotels, use local or family boutique hotels or bed and breakfast. So in Europe, we do a combination of both because we use our points. So typically when we're over there, we will use our points over there, but when we're paying for something, it's always a much smaller boutique hotel. We just love them. We think they're awesome and great. And I mean, some of our best experiences have come from that. In Florence, we stayed in one called Hotel Pendini, which is right on Republic Square.
In Venice, we stayed in Hotel Flora,
which is a great, not far from St. Mark's Square. Gosh, I don't remember the name of, what was the name of the one in Amsterdam? Dijker and Thies or Thies, or it's like Dikker and Thijs.
Yeah.
I don't know how you pronounce it, but it was great. It's right on the canal, right by a tram stop. And then the ones in Bruges and Rothenburg, and even the one in Paris we stayed at in the Marais district this last time. Yep. So, Lori, it just depends on what we're doing. But if we're burning points, so like sometimes in London, particularly in London, just because hotels are pricey there, we'll burn a lot of points. And sometimes in Paris. So it just all really depends on where we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And we like to try and get a variety in there. I mean, it just depends on, like she said, where we're staying, if we want to use the points, or if, for the experience, we're better off to stay in the smaller boutique hotels, or, so.
Yeah. Travel Adventures with Eric B says, I love Hyatt. They seem to be good for following all the protocol. Yeah. So we like Hyatt a lot. And we are members there. It's just, we've racked up way more IHG points. So we did Intercontinental in Tahiti on points. And then Marriott, we've just racked up a lot of those points as well. So that's just kind of where it's fallen for us. Scorpio Sue says, you make me yearn for Rome. I would give anything to be in Rome right now. Lori Sims says, I usually stay close to Termini Station because it's so convenient from the airport and all walking to attractions. So yeah, I mean, it is. It's very close to things. We've just never stayed in that area. Yep. We just kind of honed in on Piazza Navona and stayed in that area. And we almost stayed near the Spanish Steps this last trip, and then I don't remember what happened, and we didn't. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know that there's a bad place to stay. I think as long as you're in the city, I think it's great. Yep. Jennifer says, I love that in Rome, you go down an alley and when you pop out, you see, amazing historical sites.
It is. And
it's just everywhere.
Stuff that has to have some type of meaning. And I mean, they don't even really know, but
yeah, some of it they don't. Yeah. And Lori says, I love walking all over Rome and Florence. Oh yeah, us too. Thomas says, tend to use points in the UK. I love Paddington Hilton as I can go one floor from the platform into my hotel. Yeah. That's very convenient. So we've stayed at actually a Holiday Inn in Kensington a lot, Thomas. And it is, I mean, it's the Gloucester, how do you say it?
Yeah.
Gloucester Road tube stop station is, I don't know, 200 yards maybe. Yeah. And there's like a Tesco right there and all kinds of restaurants and pubs and just everything. So that's kind of one of the places that we've tended to stay in London. Amanda says, I'm hoping my next trip is Rome. I mean,
Rome is awesome.
Rome is awesome. And if prices are looking good and you can be flexible, you might think about booking something. Mary Ellen says, I haven't been anywhere since February, so don't know who is better at following protocols. Yeah, we've done VRBO, we've done Hilton's, we've done IHG, Marriott, and well, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So so far, the VRBOs were fun. Obviously, we came in and cleaned everything before we touched it, and we're still doing that in hotels, and everything was good in IHGs till this one particular instance. So right now, Marriott's kind of ahead of the game. Scorpio Sue says, when I finally get to Italy, I think I'm going to add Bologna and Verona to yeah, Verona is definitely on our list, and Milan. We've never been to Milan. We want to go. We want to go see the Last Supper. That would be a big part of it. And every time we've tried, it's been booked up. So we didn't want to make the trip without being able to see that. So we do want to do that. Chris says, in Germany and Austria, I use small hotels, but in London, I stayed in name brand that was across Westminster Bridge from Big Ben near the London Eye. Yeah. So, and that's a great area as well in London. I think it's just, in London, I think it's just extremely important to be near a tube station that's going to go, or you can easily connect to whatever line you need to.
Yeah.
So I think that's the big thing. Eric B says, Rome is so easy to get lost, but I love it. My gosh, talk about easy to get lost. Venice, it is fun though, because you see, we did that on purpose, actually.
Yeah.
We just kind of started walking and we literally found one street, y'all. If you don't know, Tracey is a little vertically challenged. And we just walked down this random street and found one entire side of the street. The doors were maybe 5 foot.
Maybe.
To these houses, doors. All of them. I don't know if that side of the street had just sunk or I don't know, but it was just crazy. We actually have a picture of it. And it was just like, just random stumbling upon, places and you stores and restaurants and the local people.
Yeah.
It's just, it's great. We love doing that. It jumped on us again.
No. Not too bad.
Oh, they're talking about, Lori's talking about, on my list also, next trip will be over 3 weeks. So it includes more small cities. in Italy. So, I mean, if you guys have not been to Siena, that's an awesome city to visit. San Gimignano,
Gimignano.
Yeah. Is also a very, very cool city to visit. Smaller city in Italy as well. We ended up spending the night there, and literally, like after 5 o'clock, it was like it was us and the locals.
Yeah,
that was
like,
it.
You know, because the tour buses and all that come in, and after 6 o'clock, it's like they're all gone, and then you basically just have it's you and the locals, and that was awesome.
Yeah. Chris says, I remember when we walked past the step where Caesar was assassinated. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just random stuff like that. And you're like, oh my gosh, and I think if you live there long enough, you almost become just numb to it, or it doesn't remember. Yeah. Thomas says he also likes the hub by Premier near King's Cross. Okay, I'm not familiar. I know where King's Cross is, Thomas, but I'm not familiar with that. Darren says, what are your career backgrounds and how do you manage to travel so often when you can? So we are
hello, by the way, Darren.
Yes, hello, Darren. So we most recently owned a telecommunications company in Nashville, Tennessee. We started it in 2004, so we had it about almost 15 years before we sold it. My background is in telecom sales, and then we started the company and we sold it, and we made the decision to sell it, retire early so that we could travel
and live
life. And that's what we're doing. So we work on our channel and our website and all of those things, and that's really what we do now. And it's really more for fun because we enjoy it, and as we were starting to plan this life and plan the travels and started watching videos,
we just really wanted to be able to share that with everybody else.
Yeah, we felt like we could maybe bring a different angle or different, twist to things that wasn't out there. So that's what we're doing.
Yep.
Or trying to do. Klaus says, Bologna, go ahead.
Historical Center is really beautiful.
Yeah, so we need to check that out.
We do.
We definitely need to. Chris says, I agree about being near a tube station in London. Yes. So, you ready for the second question?
Sure.
Second question.
Can do it. You want me to give them?
You've got to answer both questions
at the same time.
And
hello, Mark Finley.
Hello, Mark Finley, and maybe other Finleys. We don't know. Maybe Terry. Maybe April.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But for those of you that kind of came on late, maybe missed the first one, we are doing. You want to?
Yes, we are doing Amazon gift card. So it's another Amazon card tonight. That was We're hoping when we get the merch in, we can do some different stuff.
So what we do is we're gonna give you 2 questions, and most of them is you have to have watched our videos to really know. Hi, Terry. Yay,
Terry's here. Hey, Terry. And make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribed
and hit the like button on this one.
Notifications.
Yep.
But anyway, so we'll give you 2 questions, and you have to answer them both here
in the comments.
And the first person to come through with the correct answers wins the gift card
for both of them.
Yes. So, first question on this one is, what country did I break my toe in? Second question. What is the super touristy thing we like to do when we first get to a city?
Or the first day in a
new city. Yeah, we need some music.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Well, yeah, we'll have that on the podcast mixed up. Oh my gosh, Brown, you've got to move. I'm sorry, y'all. I've got a 95-pound dog on my foot and it's
laying
going
on
to
her
sleep.
feet.
No clue. Food tour. No,
Yeah.
Lori, that's not it. Italy. I don't know if Donna's just saying Italy. Hello, Donna. Darren is saying bus tour. Donna is saying P. Okay. Nope. So what country were we in when Tracey broke her toe?
And what's the first thing we like to do in a new city?
Deirdre?
Yeah, Deidre.
Deidre
Yeah.
got it. Take the hop on, hop off, and in
was in
Spain.
Spain, yes.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yep. So we really like hop on, hop off buses. And we've talked about that before, and you'll see them in our videos. We just like to kind of get an idea of how close things are. Sorry, you're hearing tails hitting things. Sorry about that.
They're getting a little impatient with us now.
So, and I don't know. I think we've gone through this before. If it's Deidre or Deirdre, but either way, if you are on Instagram or Facebook, you can message us there with your email address because these are e-cards, or I'll type
it in there.
Yeah. Or you can email me here and I will get that emailed out to you. So there you go. So congrats.
Yes, congrats to Deidre and Chris.
Yes.
They are our big winners tonight.
Woo. So yeah, but we are Finley's, since you guys I don't think we're here. We're going to start the end of this month doing a Sunday live stream, 15-minute Sunday snippet podcast. And we're starting to do giveaways. So just kind of a heads up.
And little rundown. We're going to start having merch, hopefully. A new website. What else am I missing?
We're looking forward
to football season.
Football season. Please watch the videos. We're very, very close to being able to have membership, and we're going to have some great perks and swag to give to folks who sign up for membership. New website, new logo.
Yep.
So lots of stuff going on.
All kinds of exciting things.
Okay. Let's see. I think we're up just a little bit. We'll get through these. Scorpio Sioux Hotel right over, and I don't know if that's how they say that. Charing Cross Station. I know where it is. Great views in the middle. Wow, nice. Thomas says he was able to see the Last Supper by taking a city tour. Yeah, we didn't. We saw that, Thomas, but we just didn't. We may end up having to do that the next time we're in Italy to make sure we can see it.
Yep.
They're talking about 10 days. Scorpio Sue's son keeps changing where he wants to go. Finley said just got back from dinner, went to Texas Roadhouse. Nice. Yeah. So first time you've been in forever. Nice.
Laura says I think I went to San Gimignano on a Vespa tour.
It's possible. It's very possible. It's a very cool town. Julie says I would love to hear about your experience with Paris. My husband and I, Trophius, spent time there years ago and loved it. So what's interesting we have found is that what our experience has been is in Paris, it is totally about where you stay.
Yeah, the area that you stay. Because our first experience in Paris
was not great. But we stayed, and I don't know which district it was in. It was on the other side of the river. It was close to the tower, Mount Parnassus or Parnit.
Yeah.
I don't remember, but it was further out. It was not near and we were using points because we didn't know. We just didn't know. And, the people around there were just, even the hotel was just not that friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, we were close to a metro station and that was fine, but they just weren't friendly.
Yeah.
Well, we had our whole trip to Europe. We were flying in and out of Paris. So at the end of that trip, we came back to Paris for 2 nights before we flew home, and we stayed near the opera.
Mm-hmm.
And that was much, 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 much better. The people were a lot more friendly.
Yep.
Much better. And then the last time we stayed in the Marais district, and we did stay in a boutique hotel. very convenient to the metro, but tons of restaurants around, more of a sort of local villagey feel.
We loved it.
And it was awesome. The
Yep.
people were amazing. Everything around there was amazing.
Yeah.
It was I mean, we had a cafe 2 doors down where we had our breakfast every morning, and
the guy got to know us and
knew our order and was talking to us. So that's kind of our experiences.
It just depends on where you stay.
I think it was highly, or maybe we just picked just a really bad time or place or whatever the first time, but
who knows?
Yeah. All right. Finleys are saying hello. Darren is saying fantastic. Great to hear. Enjoy it for all you can. Exactly.
Thank you. We're trying.
Good for you gals. Great success. Thanks, Lori. Everybody's saying hello to Finleys. Donna says, Donna says, hey girls, no problem.
That's where they're answering.
Yeah, I can't remember answering. Yep, they're pretty close.
Yeah.
UK and ho ho. Deidre.
Congratulations.
Says she loves the ho.
Deidre. I think it's Deidre.
Loves the ho ho bus. By the way, how is that pinky toe? How exciting! I never win anything.
Pinky toe is good. I mean,
how are you, Skid Mark?
Yeah, I know. Crash.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the pinky toe is good. It did take a while, even after we got back from the trip. I mean, it took a while but there's not a whole lot you can do for a toe, so you just go on but it's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
And congratulations.
Yes. Trophia says, speaking of France, what's your best experience? My wife and I love the ninth. So I don't know the ninth. I don't, without looking at a map to know where it is. But like I said, we really, really liked our last day in the Marais. I mean, we could walk to Notre Dame. We could walk, obviously, to the Latin Quarter.
Yeah.
There was
just all kinds of shops and restaurants and cafes and just
great restaurants.
Yeah.
So it was very nice. Donna Patton says, NFL who? Terry says, we're going big time. Chris says, I forgot to mention that I went to a store in Grapevine that sells British merch, and they do have.
Yay!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, need to make a trip.
Okay, Chris. Well, maybe I'll up your Amazon card and you can send us some squashies. Right? Oh my gosh. I've been wanting to check out British Emporium and Grapevine. So Thomas may be going as well. Thomas, do you think that Jungle Gyms would have that stuff? Wasn't that the name of the place you were at? Deirdre says that. Deidre. I don't know. Anyway. Have we got anything else? Anybody got any more questions?
Yeah, questions.
Chris is saying, broken my pinky toe so many times. Now when I stub it does hurt. It does not hurt.
Oh, probably. I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah. That was just, and she didn't even say anything to me till we were on the train and halfway to Madrid. And she's like, I think it'll be fine. And then she went to stand up in Madrid and she's like, oh.
Ow.
If y'all saw the video, I'm sure nobody wanted to watch a video about feet.
Deidre.
You
got it right.
Okay. See?
Mark Finley, Grapevine is 20 minutes from our house, just saying.
Oh, boy. We're going to have to figure all this out.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have to figure this out. Thomas says yes to Jungle Gym, so we might try that as well.
Yeah.
How about Barcelona? Barcelona was awesome.
Yes.
Really, really enjoyed Barcelona.
Yes. Except for the protests. But.
Yeah, we got caught in the protest the day we were leaving for Madrid. But, beautiful city. One of the things that we noticed about both Barcelona and Madrid to be such large cities is they just felt very clean compared to some other cities we've been to.
Yeah.
Just very, very clean. Great food. Everybody we ran into there were very friendly.
Yep.
I know just a little bit of Spanish, but enough to, get us by. Yeah. Actually, I did start speaking to one cab driver in Spanish, and he started having an entire conversation with me.
She was like, whoa.
Yeah, like, okay, wait.
And then he laughed, and he started speaking English.
Yeah. But we loved it. I mean, we loved Barcelona. And we stayed. I remember the hotel, but it was right around. Is that Catalonia Plaza?
Catalonia.
Yeah. That's where we stayed, right around that plaza area. It was an independent hotel that was really nice.
Yeah. We had our own little balcony. Was that the one? Yeah, that's when we had our own little balcony and.
Yeah, I mean, we loved it. We had great food. I mean, everything was great there.
Yeah.
Sprained ankles. Now worried about further travel injuring. So, Lori, I have done that. I don't know. I guess I'm just not very coordinated or something. And so I've, sprained my ankle a bunch. And actually, my ankle was bothering me a couple of years ago. And I went in to have an x-ray done. Turns out I fractured my ankle like 5 times and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you may see us on this, vlog going forward in plastic bubbles, those balls rolling around because
we might. But I have done on cobblestone, actually in Rome.
First time in Rome.
Yeah, we were going into the Vatican Museum, and I mean, I really, really, really tweaked my ankle and jacked up my knee. So I actually wear very, very light. I have one particular ankle that gives me problems more than the other. I have like a very, very light compression sock thing that I wear on that ankle, so it keeps it from hurting from as much walking and on the uneven cobblestone, and just gives it a little more protection. So that's what I do, Lori, when we're there. Of course, depending on time of year. Now, last time we were there was fall.
Yep.
And I actually wore boots more. And so that was better because it gave me more support. So those are kind of what I do. Chris says supposed to have been in Barcelona this past May. That would have been wonderful.
It stinks.
And that's where we did the gondola ride thing. Barcelona was the gondola ride because we went up above to the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
And saw the
Montjuic.
No, I thought Montjuic was the fountains. Is that also where it is Montjuic, yeah. And that was cool. So Barcelona is great. And the magic fountains, which are, timed to music and colorful and whatever. So kind of like Bellagio fountains, but like with different kind of music and a lot of different colored lights. It was really cool.
And it's in Spain.
It is in Spain. Yeah. What did I say?
No, you said kind of like the Bellagio.
Well, yeah. Like Bellagio. Sorry, like the light show or the water show at the Bellagio Hotel in Vegas, kind of.
But it's in Spain.
Yes. Anyway, Lori says cobblestones in Budapest got both of my ankles. Yeah.
Well, a treadmill got both of my knees, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm better at home or traveling.
Maybe we should have started this 30 years ago.
Maybe.
Excuse me. Okay. Well, I think that's probably going to wrap it up for right now. I mean, if anybody has any more questions,
let us know.
I think, I think we've got one that needs to go out. So see if anybody has any more questions for us.
Yep. Right. If any of y'all have any more questions, some of you that came in late, if you want to go back and watch the beginning of this so you can see some of our exciting news, and we kind of need y'all's help, giving us those thumbs up and views and likes and ringing the notification bell, dingy dong, and all that. So I think we're good. So
we'll be back next Monday night and start looking for all the new exciting stuff. We appreciate all of you so much for being here and supporting us.
Yes.
It really means a lot to us.
You are our biggest fans.
We're their biggest fans. You mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks. Stay well too, Sue. Good night, Lori. Thomas. Good night.
Terry.
All right. See y'all next time.
Bye.